Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting. I appreciate you all being here at the channel today. And to our regular subscribers, hey, we appreciate you being back. And for you folks that are finding us for the first time, this is your initial visit here to the channel, hey, we appreciate you being here. And please consider hitting that subscribe button and hitting that like button as well. And for you folks that would like to learn more about me and my company and how we can help you grow and develop your business, please check out the links below. And I would initially point you to our courses section. Our courses section below, houses the Gym Management Playbook. And this Gym Management Playbook, this is really set up specifically for you folks that are new to the industry, or if you're struggling in the industry, to help you shorten that learning curve and help you improve bottom line profitability. Check it out, see if it's for you. And then for you folks that are looking to open new facilities, or if you're reopening, you're looking to expand your existing facility, you need more marketing, you need more staff, you need more equipment, whatever it might be, check out that funding link below, where you can potentially qualify for up to $250,000 in funding with no collateral. So with that said, let's get into it here today. And our topic is how to make difficult gym business decisions effectively and easily. How to make difficult business decisions effectively and easily in your gym. So let's get into some of these. Let's see where you fall on this, and maybe one or two of these things can maybe make life a little bit easier and allow you to focus on things to help grow and develop your company. So number one on our list to help make these decisions effectively and easily, you want to avoid decision fatigue. Let me tell you what I mean by decision fatigue and what you do about it. Here's what you do about it, okay? Make the hard choices early, okay? Make these decisions early. Decision fatigue is when it's on your to-do list. You got to make the decision, but you keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. Not only is it fatigue, it's stress. And maybe you have to let somebody go, okay? Maybe you've got to cut part of a big part of the budget, and you got to go tell somebody, or maybe it's a big meeting with members or something. But avoid this decision fatigue. I've seen this so much. I've made this mistake in those early years, doing this, is you just put it off and put it off, and it wears you out. Okay, so avoid decision fatigue. Making these hard choices, these hard decisions, make them early. Don't be putting them off. Don't find yourself procrastinating. And perhaps some of these other things that we're going to talk about can help you do that. All right. So next on our list, organize your thought process on this. Okay. Organize your thought process. And here's what I mean is that, everything does not have equal weight. When you're kind of looking at, okay, all the pros and cons, which is what I want to talk about, everything is not weighted equally. But what I would do on the pros and cons list is, if you grab an old, sales book, it'll talk about the Ben Franklin close. And, this is one that used to be used in sales years ago. And what it was, the story would go that how Ben Franklin would make a decision is he would just draw a line down the center of the page, put pros over here, cons over here, make a list of all the reasons he should do something, all the reasons he shouldn't, okay, and then he'd make his decision. And so organize your thought process, and that's what I'm talking about. Here's all the pros, here's all the cons. Organize this, but also know not everything carries equal weight, okay? So make sure when you're looking at that, you bear that in mind, but organize this thought process, pros and cons. Okay, what are the pros and cons? How much weight does something have? If it's bad attitude, if they're creating a toxic environment, that's weighted about as heavy as you could get. Okay, you might have those two, and then 20 or 30 on the other side. Those two just might outweigh it. Okay, so make sure you know and understand everything does not carry equal weight. Next on our list is don't ignore your emotions, okay, surrounding the decision. Your intuition, your gut reaction. Okay, don't ignore your emotions. And one of the things I would talk about, and I'm reminded of, when I kind of talk about this kind of thing, is that one of the questions that I do get asked a fair amount is, hey, when is it time to fire somebody? Okay, and I'll kind of back it up a little bit, and I'll say this. Well, hey, here's what our job responsibility is here, I think. Okay, is our job, if we're in management, if we're in ownership, if we're leading and developing and training other people, okay, our responsibility is to give 100% of our efforts to make these folks as good as they can be. Okay, bottom line, our job is to give 100% of our efforts to make them as good as they can be. Okay, and so don't ignore your emotions here. So there's been plenty of folks over the years, you look at the numbers and they're not doing very good. They're not performing. I mean, when I first started, I was that person. I wasn't performing. And there's been many times I did not make the decision, based on the numbers. I based it on my emotion, my intuition, my gut reaction. And what that was, I was simply not willing to give up on the person. I saw something in them that I thought could work. I mean, I've had folks that have come to me and wanted to quit because they were giving up on themselves, and I would tell them, sorry, I can't accept your notice to quit because I haven't given up on you. I think you can do this. And I've had plenty of folks that have stayed and lasted 10 more years in the business. So don't necessarily ignore your emotions on this, surrounding this decision. Okay. Next on our list, number 4, imagine that you're helping someone else make this decision. Okay. Here's this big decision you have to make. Okay, what if you're advising or consulting somebody else? How would you advise them? How would you consult them? Okay, so if you're looking at these kind of decisions, how to make them effectively and easily, imagine for a second you're helping someone else make the same decision. What guidance would you provide them? Number 5 on our list, consider the complete opposite course of action. Okay, and so in other words, what additional options can you add to the mix? We're having to make this decision. What additional options could we add to the mix? Maybe we're looking for a new location. Maybe we're thinking about demoting somebody. Maybe we're thinking about promoting somebody. Maybe we're thinking about terminating somebody. Whatever it might be, add additional options. So consider an opposite course of action. Consider other courses of action. Okay? Could be a way to make this more effective and make it more easily for you. Number 6, sell yourself on each option. Talk through the options. Sell yourself on this. Okay? Now, let's go back. Okay, what is sales? When we say sales, what are we talking about? We're talking about solving problems. We're talking about providing solutions. So sell yourself. In other words, what problem does this solve? Okay? What problem does it solve? What solution does it provide if you make this decision? Number 7, don't take in too much information. I mean, what you need is simply a clear understanding. You start taking in too much information, this is where that whole paralysis thing comes in, analysis and paralysis and all of that. You start taking in too much, okay? You simply need a clear understanding of what's happening. Be mindful of taking in too much. Sometimes it can stall you out and it causes nothing to get done. And then number 8, our last one on our list, is don't get wrapped up in avoiding the wrong decision mindset. Oh, I don't want to make the wrong decision. I don't want to make the wrong decision, so I'm not going to make any decision at all. Well, normally no decision is the wrong decision. From my standpoint, and really speaking to anybody in management, one of the big differences about being in management is you need to make decisions. And from my standpoint, make it. Some will be right and some will be wrong. If it's wrong, we'll just fix it, we'll learn from it, we'll move on. Okay? But don't get, what if I make the wrong decision? Don't get caught up in that. Oh, what if I make the wrong choice? Don't get caught up in it. Will it happen? Sure. Okay? But if it does, let's fix it quick. Okay? And then move on. Okay? So make the decision. It gets back to that analysis paralysis kind of thing. Same thing we're talking about when you start taking in too much information. Okay? So take a look at these tips, okay, to help you make decisions effectively and easily. Because I know in so many cases I see folks that decisions simply don't get made. And in a manner of speaking, no decision is a decision. That is usually when it's the wrong decision. So folks, my name's Jim Thomas. My company is Fitness Management Consulting. If you found the information beneficial here today, please hit that like button. I appreciate it. And if you want to learn more about my company and how we can help you grow and develop your business, please check out the links below. And we'll look forward to seeing you all in that next video.